Howdy, y'all. Joe Hills here, recording as I always do in Nashville, Tennessee. I'm just looking upon my works and thinking, like, maybe we need more pumpkins. Maybe we should have pumpkins all throughout here. I don't know. But one of the other things I've been thinking about was the other night, I actually had this dream where I was back in high school. And for some reason, like, all these people I know who I didn't know in high school were also high schoolers, and we were all high schoolers together. And I remember at one point thinking to myself in the dream, I'm like, you know, it's weird. I'm a senior in high school, but I feel like I've lived just a decade more life, or like I just feel like my experiences are bigger than a high schooler's could be. You know, I feel like my identity is more than that, than just a high school senior. And then I thought to myself, you know, this is why Daria from the show Daria hates other high schoolers, because we're all pretentious morons who think we're the best. And then later on I woke up and I remembered that and I was like, I do know better than a high school senior. So anyway, I don't know exactly what we're doing today, but, you know, sometimes our dreams might lead us astray. We have to get that healthy dose of reality. Let's get our inventory out. Let's get our fireworks. You know, one thing I noticed just there while I was chatting with y'all is my head is pretty cool. Now you might say, Joe, of course your head is cool. You have a great face, a lot of other things going well for you, you got your hair, but what I don't have is a helmet. So from an insulation standpoint, that's good, because like I don't want to trap a bunch of heat in my head. But also, I was thinking, maybe I should go make a better helmet. Let's go get some books. Time skip. Look at that. These zombie pigmen are just rushing to jump in here and get slain by minecarts. Hey guys, quick tip. If you see a bunch of minecarts slamming into each other, don't jump down that shaft, even if all your friends are. That guy's on a chicken. He's still dead. He thought he could figure it out. He's like, I won't fall to my death. I'll flap to my death. I'm like, you still died. Anyway, where were we? We don't want to die. So we got this diamond helmet here. Oh, I'm going to need some lapis lazuli, won't I? Boom. Let's look up to that red sky and see what we can get here. Aqua Affinity. Projectile protection. Well, Aqua Affinity is a pretty good enchant. Maybe we'll get some other stuff for there, too. Respiration 2, Projectile Protection 4. That is not bad. That might just keep me alive. Boom. We now have a really good helmet. We got some golden boots with Featherfall and Fire Protection, Depth Strider, and Mended. I should probably get Mended on this helmet, too. But I'm actually kind of running low on diamonds. I should probably swing by the roller toaster and see. Yeah, sorry there's no noises for the trap doors. Something weird has been happening when I visit the gold farm, where the minecarts that are slamming into each other get insanely loud. And I just don't want to subject you to that, you know? Like, I feel like we're the direct object of too many things from too many sides all the time. You don't need additional minecart noises blaring in your ears. Although now that means you can't hear me go down this ladder. So let me fix that real quick. There we go. We got some delightful ghast screams. But, you know, nothing too terrifying, nothing too terrible. And with our new helmet, what future can't we face? I don't know. Let's see what's ahead of us. Time skip. With a diamond in each hand, my last 2 diamonds to my name. This mending book here. Oh, that's multi-shot. I should read signs better. This mending book I now will claim. Oh yeah, and we'll put that one in there too. Wait, what? How did that work? Oh yeah, I forgot it. It eats the diamonds. It's got like some sort of diamond eating device. Yeah, see, now it's gone. Cool, cool. So that's our final 2 diamonds to get the mending book that we will need to repair, not really repair, but to be able to repair our diamond helmet here. Because you don't want to spend diamonds on a helmet. Oh no, I just broke the community anvil. Well, do I have my own community iron? Kind of. It's not community iron until I use it to help my friends. We're going to go ahead and find somewhere down below here. There's got to be a crafting bench, right? Is there a crafting bench down here somewhere, you guys? Who builds a building without a crafting bench? All I want to do is give you a free anvil because I broke your anvil, and that's really just me being nice. I say being nice, like it's a courtesy, but it's me being decent. So let's go find somewhere else that there's a crafting bench, because nothing's ever easy here on the Hermitcraft server. We can't just have a crafting bench in a shop where people do stuff. That would be too much. Does Cubfan have a crafting bench in his shop? Yeah, he does. Look at that. Look at that. Cubfan knows what's what. So yeah, we're going to make some ingots here. Boom. Now we're going to make that anvil that we wanted. Just like Pa used to make. 3 iron blocks and 4 ingots. That's a recipe for a quality ender. There we go. We are going to fly back over here and drop that off inside the iTrade office. It's not really an office. Wait, does Concorp partially own iTrade now? Man, Concorp is buying everything, except apparently better buttons that, like, work with my firework hand. Dang it, Concorp. Get things up to speed. Wait, that was actually supposed to be right next to it, wasn't it? Yeah, there we go. Boom! Civic duty completed. Well, I gotta say, I am feeling really good with this new enchanted helmet. All of this enchanted magical power has just gone straight to my head. I know it says Aqua Affinity, but what I think I have is an architectural affinity. I think we want to just lean into that. We're feeling it, right? You feeling it? Hey, you feeling it? Good. Here's what we're going to do. All of these torches on the ground here are terrible. What I think we want to do is take these new spooky lanterns that weren't even available last year. Oh wait, not these. These are hay bales. But we're going to get some of the new spooky lanterns that weren't available last year and put them on each of our crypts. And then we're going to continue expanding the graveyard here to add new crypts such that we can light the entire area. And maybe we'll bury some other ones under, some green wool or something. But this torch spam here, no, not this Halloween, not Halloween 2019. We are gonna lean into the future. You know, some other hermits are using some really crazy camera effects, and I'm just like, I'm looking at the camera. Hey, it's me. Anyway, let's go to bed before the creepers come destroy our head and our helmets. Time skip. They call the time right before sunset the golden hour, but I don't know what they call the hour after sunset. The sun, as you can tell, has indeed set. This land, this swamp, is now reclaimed by the dead, all except for the lit-up area near that skeletal head. But you know what? I'm feeling pretty great. I've got my helmet, I've got my mind, I've got my dreams. And what are these alongside this fence here? I have been adding lanterns. I figured, you know what? Let's invest in a brighter future. A future where we don't need coal-burning torches. Let's just... Oh, you can actually walk over these? That's even better than I thought. I thought I'd have to, like, awkwardly walk around them. Although, in this case, I do, because there's a tree there. But, you know, if you're not willing to awkwardly walk around trees, like, I don't know what you are willing to do in Minecraft. Oh, one thing that's worth noting is that is not a real fence right there. And all the dead are going to come try to eat us now. So there is also, as the kids would say, that. But that's fine. Because, you know what? You don't have to strike with every tine of the pitchfork. That's why it has 3. In fact, what we try to do each day is to just take life one day at a time. Anyway, speaking of taking life, here's some death we took earlier. I decided to put in another one of these beautiful little crypts here. I'm kind of experimenting with the palette a bit. If we look at the crypts from last year, you'll see that we combined granite, stone, andesite a little bit, as well as coral, which is like underwater bone. And I'm pretty happy with how that worked out. I've gone through these crypts, though, and in the places where there were before far too many torches, I've been hanging lanterns as well. Ideally, we're going to get all the lanterns off the ground here. Hopefully that's not going to let stuff spawn, and even if it does, you know, hopefully it won't be too much or too fast. And we can always plant some green wool in the manner of grass with lanterns underneath. I've seen folks say, Joe, why doesn't your cemetery have a bunch of jack-o'-lanterns in it? Most real cemeteries don't have that many jack-o'-lanterns. And that's okay. That's okay. But we do need to figure out, like, what we're going to do about that. We can't just light things like that all the time. Wow, that is a lot of undead who have all realized how to path to me by this point. Anyway, that is where we are at. I'm pretty happy with it so far. Although I would like to not be attacked by the relentless dead. But yeah, let's just fly over this from the distance real quick. Sometimes it's good to just take a break and disengage from a project. Just let your mind soar away from your worries. and then turn back and look at them from the distance and say, what were we thinking? What were we worried about? Well, I can say with some confidence, yeah, this big field full of torches still looks bad. But, hey, this little expansion here, that was a step in the right direction. Why don't we try taking a few more steps in that direction now? Time skip! A full moon is rising over our graveyard. As you can tell, I've been hard at work laying some coarse dirt to establish some of the paths here. I've started setting up empty graves. Well, they're not really empty. They have coffins in them. But what I realized was, I was thinking, man, there's a lot of torches here I need to do something about. Well, here's the solution. Boom. Some of the graves, not all of them, but some of them, we just, kind of put some pumpkins in there. You know, it doesn't have to be every single grave. Some of them can just get dirt, and then when the grass grows back, we'll just go ahead and replace our shovel into that soil, and then create a nice depression like this. Boom. So we'll have kind of some depressed graves, and we'll have some pumpkin graves. Ooh, it's spooky. And on the plus side, that'll let us kind of just generally have this area looking good as it should. So here's an example of that already in play. No torches on the ground here, just a bunch of lanterns everywhere, which is great. Now, I've started working all the way through here in an effort to figure out how I'm going to apply that, more broadly speaking. The answer is fairly quickly. Now that I've actually done the layout work, the rest of this just kind of follows naturally. It's just a nice, easy rhythm to get into. You know, sometimes when you're playing a game, you don't want to overthink it. You say, hey, that's why I put a Joe Hills video on, so he can overthink it, and I'll just listen. I'll just listen patiently while Joe Hills overthinks all of this. Well, not today, fools, because today I'm just kind of placing a few jack-o'-lanterns, just enjoying having a little bit of dirt on the ground. You know, it doesn't have to be, you don't always have to have the dirt between your toes. Sometimes it can be around your coffins, and you can enjoy it just the same. So, look at that. That's a real easy task. You know, we're just kind of letting the nature kind of do the work for us. I gotta say, as I'm looking down on this graveyard, I am feeling up about myself. I've got plenty of bone meal here that I can use to just kind of generally improve the overall kind of look and feel here. Oh, wait, this one's supposed to be a grave. I was just kind of waiting for that to grow back. Oh, let's just go ahead and enter the first-person mode. It is so much easier sometimes to just plant the sort of things that you want to plant that way. We're going to collect these blue flowers as we go, because I'm not sure they really add to the aesthetic the way that I would like. I do appreciate that green has a few over there by his part, but those look kind of more intentional. Oops, didn't want to build that, or add anything too close to his build. We want to be very respectful of the fact that he worked hard on that. But yeah, we can just kind of swing through here and now add and remove things as it feels right. We add some grass, we remove some flowers. We add some grass, we remove some flowers. It's just one of those give and take cycles that just feels natural, you know? And the dawn is nearly upon us, so we had best continue our urgent work to make this space of displaced earth feel like someplace folks would want to stay for a few years. So yeah, we should have some tall grass back here. Nobody's mowing back here. Sheep can't come graze. Yeah. Awesome. This is just all going to feel so much more overall dynamic, kind of. Perfect. Look at that. Just kind of one piece of bone meal at a time. We are creating a space that truly transcends death by embracing it. Okay. We're going to overgrow this kind of fallen mausoleum here a little bit. Ah, too many flowers all at once. It's like playing whack-a-mole, but like with flowers. It's like playing Power a Flower, or Tower a Flower, I don't know. Powder a Flower? You need a mortar and pestle for that game. But anyway, there we go. We are just expanding nature's reach into the decay of this space, and we are making it work. We are selling it, people. Perfect. I am feeling really good about this. So why don't we just hop up here on top of one of these headstones and read our outro poem. You might have noticed that this episode was mid-roll ad-free, and that's thanks to Patreon sponsor Lauren Badger. In lieu of that mid-roll ad, I will now read a poem of my own devising. Our minds and hearts both have their wants. If we're lucky, they're confluent. But only brains have dreams that haunt. The heart just pushes through it. Until next time, y'all, this is Joe Hills from Nashville, Tennessee. Keep adventuring.